Today I'm going to go through a list of cartoons that I thought you might be interested in. Now a lot of these you probably would have heard of before. I'm hoping some of them you haven't heard of before and that you'll take an interest in. Trust me, some of these are absolutely worth it. What am I talking about? Of course they're all worth it, otherwise I wouldn't have taken the time to do this. I'm sure a lot of you from America would have heard most of these anyway, but I'm going to go through them and share them with you just in case you haven't. Most of these are meant for an adult audience. If you're a little bit younger, just be aware of that. I'm not trying to be a bad influence, sometimes it just happens like that. The first of the cartoons I'm going to talk about was one that I found on MTV at about 2 o'clock in the morning or something like that. It is called Drawn Together. Anyone unfamiliar with the TV show Big Brother will not really understand this. They put a load of strangers in a house together and see how they do. The TV show is based on 8 main characters, all of which are parodies from other things, such as we have Waldorf Sockbat. May not look like it, but he's supposed to be SpongeBob SquarePants. He's not the brightest character, but he has the biggest heart.
Guys, oh, this is great. Oh, I love it. Guys.
Then there's Toot Braunstein, who's based on Betty Boo, a rather larger Betty Boo, and is the only monochrome character.
What are you doing? I couldn't find the remote.
Foxy Love, who is a mystery-solving musician, loosely based around Josie and the Pussycats.
This is some effed up ass. I am so mad. I've been stuck like this for 3 hours.
Captain Hero, pretty obvious who he's supposed to be. He ends up getting a gay brother at some point who turns out to be himself. The next character is Spanky Ham. I originally thought that he was based on a mascot of a music festival based in the UK called Download, which has a digital dog that looks a bit like this. I'm not too sure, because it's an American cartoon, he probably isn't.
Yeah, they're precious. Let's celebrate by ordering a big feast.
My babies! You monster! I'm gonna make...
There's a character on here called Zonda P. Whifflebottom, who is based on Link from Zelda. A slightly more camp Link.
And I am on a never-ending quest to save my boyfriend!
Ling Ling, I don't think I need to specify who he's based on, given the frantic Pokemon Go epidemic at the moment.
Ling Ling must.
Ching-Hawk?
No, dance!
And Princess Clara, every single Disney princess you've ever heard of.
Do you not know that impersonating a princess is a serious offense? Punishable by death.
Now what they do is they chuck them all in a house together and see how they get on. The next of the TV shows is Invader Zim. I reckon a lot more of you have probably heard of this one. The storyline follows the character Zim, who is an alien sent down to Earth to check it out before the rest of the aliens come and overthrow the human race. What he doesn't know is the hierarchy have sent him to Earth to waste some time to get him out of their hair. He's joined by a Sir Robot, who is from the start named Gur, because he's a malfunctioning Sir Robot. The one human who is onto his game is Dib. Dib is forever trying to out Zim to everyone else in the human race. Dib's sister Gaz is another big character, and she thinks that Dib is just a complete dumbass. I actually found this cartoon through a band called Mindless Self-Indulgence when I was looking at their music videos, and someone had done a video using Invader Zim. I don't know how I managed to find the Oblongs, and I'm not a massive fan of Will Ferrell, who voices the dad in the cartoon, but it's definitely a lot different to any other cartoon I've ever seen. The Oblongs are a family that live down in the dumps of this town, where there's nuclear waste and they all have disfigurements or something wrong with them, and the people that live up on the hills always look down on them and shun them. Bob, Will Ferrell, is the father of the family, who was born with no arms and no legs, yet he doesn't let it stop him doing anything. Pickles, his wife, was born into the families that live up on the hill. Milo, I would say, was probably the main character, who's the son with the most extreme case of ADHD you've ever seen. Then we have Beth, who's the younger sister of Milo. She has this weird growth coming out of her head that nobody seems to know what to do with. Then the brothers Chip and Biff, who are connected at the hip. They share 3 legs, 2 arms, and 3 butt cheeks. That reference alone should let you know what kind of humour you'll get out of watching this show. The Boondocks, the show follows the brothers Huey, the older and wiser, and Riley, the younger, more aggressive type of characters.
I'm going to Ed's house, and I said no!
Throughout the show, there are such incredibly powerful parts to it.
So we'll just get a head count for the trip. Everybody who's going, raise their hands. Oh, come on, Jasmine. The man is on death row. He needs moral support.
I'm not allowed to go past the second light post.
I hope you don't treat me like this when I'm on death row.
I'll go next time. I promise.
Well, he'll be dead next time. But I'll tell him you said hi.
Plus, if you're not really one for cartoons, don't know why you're watching this, if you'd rather, you can always read the book or the graphic novel, whatever you want to call it. Now, one that everyone should have heard of is Daria. So addictive. Just in case you're unfamiliar, it follows the life of Daria and her best friend Jane, with her dad Jake, her mum Helen, and her sister Quinn. It's your typical depressed teenager who doesn't fit in anywhere. Super Jail is like the most extreme drug-induced adult cartoon I could think of watching. There are 6 main characters. The Warden, who's kind of a Willy Wonka type character. Jared, who's his lackey. There's Alice, who is the gender fluid character, shall we say. A lady, but she's very masculine. There's Jailbot, any problem that can't be fixed by the other human characters, he can fix by using the millions of tools inside of him. And then there's the twins, who are always trying to mess things up. I think the cartoon that I got addicted to the most is Metalocalypse. This features a heavy metal band called Deathclaw. Nathan Explosion is the singer, Pickles the drummer, Squizgar, Toki is the youngest and most childish, and the last member of the band is William Murderface. Their manager, Charles Foster Oftenson. More than a manager, he is their lawyer, babysitter. He helps them out of a heck of a lot. Jean-Pierre, their chef, who gets a bit mangled in the first season. Dr. Roxo. I don't really know what to say about Dr. Roxo. He's a clown, and Toki takes a big shine to him, just a bad influence. Now, the last one on this list, I haven't had a lot of experience with this. I've only watched it a couple of times, but it's definitely a show that I'm gonna watch more often. It's Xavier Renegade Angel. He's an angel that's been sent down to Earth to find out more about himself. Completely politically incorrect. And he has a snake for a hand.
Welcome to the U.S. Army. How can I help you?
I need some of that disease you guys invented.
Crack?
The other one.
AIDS.
That's the spice.
You'll need to fill out an HC248 requisition form.
I don't have time for that.
I shouldn't do this, but here. Someone left this in the lost and found.
Futada. Just gotta dump this load in that dirty pooter's floppy slot and collect my kudos.
Hey, there's that freak beast what caused this plague upon us.
You can all fret not. I have the cure right here.
Cure? Give me that.
You don't want to drink that.
Ah, curelicious. Is it working? Yeah, Clip. It's working. Just go towards the light. I'm scared. Is that you, Grandmama? Oh, come here.
Anyway, thanks for watching. If you've heard of the shows before, please let me know below. If you haven't and feel like checking them out, let me know what you think. Until next time, guys, thanks for watching. I'll catch you later. Bye!